Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe, folks. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Before we get into the video, everyone, there's links down below to other channels I've created, also a Twitch channel. Please go down there, like those channels, follow them, turn on your notifications. A lot of various things I want to do on this platform, and I want you folks to be involved and interact with you folks on those levels, as well as a reaction channel, a gaming channel, another sports channel down there, as well as said another Twitch channel. So I'm going to be live gaming too. So please go down there, turn on your notifications for those channels, follow, subscribe to those channels as well, and get involved. When I start posting over there. So I want to thank you folks for doing that. But so now that's put to the side there, I want to talk about Le'Veon Bell and what I've seen from this man. I want to commend him. I truly want to commend him. And this starts with, kind of the way that I saw Le'Veon Bell handle himself this season, which I thought he was a consummate professional. This guy, was going through the roughest of times here. You got to think, Le'Veon Bell is very much used to winning. He was on a Pittsburgh team, for pretty much his, career outside of coming here, where he was a winner. They were winning. They were in the playoffs. They were constantly, pushing. That was a good football team. He comes here. He has Hall of Fame numbers before he comes here, and he comes here, and it's like he hits a brick wall. Things aren't working, like they used to. As far as like the numbers aren't there. He's still putting in effort. You can still see that the talent is there. He's still one of the better backs in the league, but he's not being utilized correctly. The team is losing on top of it all. So all of that could have mounted on top of him. It could have. And he could have just been completely disruptive, especially with the fact of how he was brought in here. This guy was courted publicly by Jamal Adams, and I'll get into, his issue with Jamal Adams in a second, but was courted very publicly by Jamal Adams, screaming about him on social media, so much, so on and so forth. And then, was sold a bill of goods by Mike McCagnon. Hey, you come over here, we're going to pay you, we're going to use you, we can't wait to utilize you. He gets in the building and off the bat realizes that Adam Gase, the coach that was just hired, really doesn't want to deal with this guy. Doesn't want to have anything to do with him. And then won't utilize him in his scheme either. So it's like, he could have turned into a complete disruption. He could have been like, you know what, I want out of here at the end of the year. He could have did what Adams was doing, just trade me, do whatever, get me out of here. But no, he didn't do any of that. As a matter of fact, he did the complete opposite. This dude was making videos during the year begging Jets fans, not just Jets fans, but also people on his team as well, to, stick with him. Stick with the team. Don't give up. Don't mail it in. Just keep coming back. We're going to turn it around. It doesn't get, literally, he said, it doesn't get turned around like this. It's going to take time. But you just got to stick with us. You got to stick with us. Always had a positive word. Always was available. Would talk to the media if they talked to him. Always had something positive to say about his teammates. Always talked about how they were going to get over the hump together. Never bashed anybody. Just constantly talked about how much more that he could do for the team. Man, this dude's a leader. This dude's a real leader. This dude was a respected guy in the locker room, stepping up, taking the blame for things, calling himself out, talking about how, he could be a better teammate, he could be a better player. The Jets are going to get a turnaround. What a player, man. What a player. The complete difference, completely different from Jamal Adams. And I'm going to get into, the stuff with Jamal Adams. Him and Jamal had a little back and forth after Jamal, was traded. He talked about how Jamal literally just lied to him to his face, when he talked about, believing that the Jets were going to be able to turn it around. He, basically said, hey, a lot of these folks be on the internet, hooting and hollering and doing all this stuff around about and telling you things that they themselves don't believe. Here's Jamal Adams hooting and hollering he did that for months about bringing in Le'Veon Bell to help the Jets turn around. He himself, didn't plan on staying, and it was ridiculous. And then you see the other reports about Jamal calling Cowboys players during the trade deadline, telling them to, tell Jerry Jones to give him calls and call the Jets because he wants to get out of here, he wants to be a Cowboy. Then he was turning around in the media and blaming the Jets for picking up the phone, and taking the call. It's just completely ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. And you see how Jamal even handled himself in the situation with Le'Veon Bell, posting, asking him if he was mad and, just talking about how he'd see him week 14 and all this stuff. It's just completely ridiculous, man. Completely ridiculous. And that's why, you know, even now you look at Le'Veon on social media, he said he's not mad about that situation. He's motivated. And he's been doing nothing but working, getting better. He's in phenomenal shape. You look at his social media, he's working out hard, he's doing his thing. Man, listen, it's Bell season. You know what I'm saying? It's Bell season. And any Jets fan that, really loves his team and really wants to see us successful, you got to get behind Le'Veon Bell on this one. Like, this dude is a true leader, a consummate professional, a guy that I'm extremely excited about, and I cannot wait to see this year, okay? Le'Veon Bell is the leader that the Jets needed. He's far different from Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams, not a leader. Le'Veon Bell, big-time leader. This guy's the dude, man. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. Let me know what you folks think about Le'Veon Bell, his leadership ability. What do you think he's going to give us this season? Because I'm extremely excited about him. If utilized correctly, if Adam Gase can get it together and stop the nonsense, man, I'm telling you, Le'Veon Bell can have a really big season this year. He could be one of the guys that really have a big-time impact for us offensively. So I want to get your thoughts on how you feel about Bell. How do you feel about, the upcoming season? What do you think he's going to do? How do you feel about his leadership? How do you feel about Jamal Adams contacting other players and other teams, trying to get them to call the Jets and all the nonsense that he calls? So let me know what you folks think about this one. Have a good day. Peace.